EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Jeffers, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
28-yard line.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Locke. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Locke working out of the gun. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Rolling to his right. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, Jeffers, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Another carry.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So first possession, fourth and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. Buying time to his left. And that is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Love from the gun. This is the tight end, Njoku. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line.
First down, Bengals.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A gain of 6 there on first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in.
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. David Njoku, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but well, the thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
first down. Jeffers. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Number 21. Tristan Hill brought him down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Bengals 7, Broncos nothing.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Throwing now is Locke. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He's coming alpha.
Locke now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point from McManus is good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 61 yards that time on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Joe Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Got a man open, it's Ross. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Flushed out right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Seibert's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Lock now on first down. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A gain of 3, second down.
Carl Lawson on the tackle.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
7 at the 44-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
11 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Block now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14.
Denver Broncos.
It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Stephon Gilmore dials the corner blitz and earns the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
The kick is good.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
On their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Off the play fake, Love. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off right around the 43. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. After the turnover, here's Locke. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down. To throw again. Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for... It's caught inside the 25. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Love now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Love. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Love now on 2nd down. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. He's at the 40, the 20, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, 88 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the 2nd half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, it's Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 1st down, going to the air with Love. Open man is Ross, complete. Not much there, only a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Love. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Love going deep downfield for Ross. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10, right at the 30. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
This is taken at the 18. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for him.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Michael Ojemudia. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
For a Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Locke. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Again, it's Mixon. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll move the chains.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On second down, Love once more. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On play action, Love to throw. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Love to throw for it on 4th. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Cincinnati.
Love now to pass on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Davante Adams, 31 yards. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Jeffers, and he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On second down, Jeffers. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. First down Broncos as Locke finds Judy.
46-yard line.
Back two, Mike back two. I'll get him.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Bengals' 48-yard line.
Locke now going to hang on to it. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Love from the gun. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Bengals. 45 yards. It's a great throw right there and really showed a lot of confidence in his receiver.
He certainly did. Ball was in the air a long time, but he counted on the adjustment that we saw near the end of the play. As that ball was descending, who was going to come down with it? He counted on his guy, and he gambled correctly.
Love, they go play action now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he He's into the clear. He's at the 30. And he will finally be taken out of bounds.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Jeffers, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
52, block 52. 52's the mic. Watch the pass. Hey, check out the 3. He's coming, he's channeling. Pass. Check out.
On 3rd down, Jeffers, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Denver, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.